Hi Joe, I really appreciate you coming in today. I know it might be, you fit with me. How are you getting on?
Alright.
Alright, good. Well, I'm glad you're alright. I can see maybe you're a bit nervous, which is understandable, but hopefully at the end of the session you're going to feel better about yourself. Okay. Do you know why you're here today?
Sort of.
Sort of, okay. Well, this group is, we're talking about child-to-parent abuse, but actually we're not going to talk about that today, because I would like to get to know you a bit better, and I'm going to ask you to do an exercise that hopefully will make you feel a bit better about yourself at the end, okay? You up for doing that?
Yeah.
Wonderful. A bit of bravery is always good. So, can you draw me an island, any sort of island you want, any shape, any colour, anything you want on it. There is no set way, I'm not the art judge. So whichever pen you fancy, whichever one makes you shine. Island, any shape, size, colours you want. And there's different sort of pen you can use as well. Some trees in here. You can add anything you want. I've got some trees for cover. Wonderful. So I've been deserting this island for about 2 days and I'm really struggling. So in my wisdom I've asked for help, and luckily they sent me you, Joan. You may not believe it, but you are going to make my island experience so much better. So I'm going to ask you, what's going to draw there? It's a nice shaped island. What we got there? We've got some trees. Excellent. Bit of cover, keep warm. Okay. So what I'm going to ask you to do is just have a quick think about anything in your life that you think you've done well, you've achieved, and that could be at school, it could be out of school, anything you may have won, if you help someone or other people, or anything else you may not think, you wouldn't get judged on it, but you're proud of it. You think that they're there. And you may never have been asked before. You just give yourself about 30 seconds, you can carry on adding to your island. Okay. Okay, so have you've had about 30 seconds to a minute to think about it. What's one thing you think you're proud of that you do?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a bit of a handful first off, and then we'll see where we go from there, okay? You've got a little pet hamster, haven't you? Because I came round and met him, didn't I? Very cute. Okay. So, what's his name again?
Oliver.
Oliver. Oliver. Is that named after? No, okay, that's fine then. Okay, so just give me one thing. Who looks after Oliver?
Me.
Wonderful, okay. That's a good start. So we've got something to work on here. Tell me one thing you do for Oliver.
Feed him.
Feed him. Okay, that's quite important. How often do you feed him?
Every day.
Every day, okay. So I've just got you to write down Oliver. Can you add just feed him and every day down? You feed him warm, it's really picked, so you keep him alive. That's quite an important skill, okay. And what else do you do for him?
I play with him.
Okay. So you entertain, you interact with him. Okay. Does that sounds like a quite really big skill for me. So can you just write that down or draw your hamster on there? Or put down Ollie in the middle. Lovely. Play with. Daily. So just from that brief thing from Oliver, you've got 4 really good skills. You're caring. Yep. You've got a routine, because you do it daily. You feed someone to keep it alive, and it looks like you also do a bit of playing and loving it, and cleaning there. That's brilliant. So you have lots of skills to look after that animal. Okay. Can you think of another skill that you think you're good at, or you're proud of, you enjoy doing?
I like to sing.
You like to sing? Wonderful. So I'm on this desert island, and already you can bring food to me, you can do routines, and you're caring. So I'm feeling really safe. But you're telling me you can also sing now, so we can have some fun and have some enjoyment in life. Okay, so you've drawn, I like these. So you've drawn me some clef signs, and that's you singing. So give me one thing. How did you get good at singing, or how do you think you learned how to sing well?
I just listen to the songs.
So you listen to songs, okay. So if you're listening to songs, and then you're able to perform them, what have you done?
Practice.
You practice, yeah. So write practice down. But how do you practice those words? You listen to it once and get it? What's that called when you hold them in your head?
Memory.
Yeah. So you've got a good memory. Okay. So 2 of the skills when you sing, you can practice hard, which means you get over and over to get good. And then you've got a memory to be able to do that. Okay. So what I want you to do, we've talked about the singing, you've got about 5 or 6 skills there. Okay. And we've asked you to underline some. You've done listening, practice, memory, and then earlier we've got things like caring, yeah, asking questions. What are these things? So caring, asking questions, a good memory, practicing. What are they?
things that I do.
Yeah. So if you do them, what are they? What do we know them as?
Skill.
Yeah. So you have all these good skills. And when you came in today, you said you had none. And actually, you've got about 4, 5 or 6 we've just picked out. What can these skills, are these skills on their own? Or do you think, do any of these mix over between Oliver and singing? Is there any mixes here? Can you see? Do you think you could use any of these in any other aspects of your life? Say like school. So you said,
Memory.
okay, so what do you mean by memory? So memory and routine and practice things over and over again. What does that say you need to do at school?
Listen.
Yeah, but what you said here, what's that? Practice and memory and doing things over and over again. So what do you think you need to do with some of the work you find hard?
Ask questions and practice.
Yeah. So you need to ask your teacher early if you're finding it hard and then practice. Because if you don't practice it, you can't say you can't do it, okay? That's really good. You've also proved to me that you can listen well. You've drawn an amazing thing here and you've responded to the question I've asked. So you are able to listen in class. Do you think you can move that over?
Mm-hmm.
You can stick your tongue at me, but you're getting what again. So all these skills are called something. We move them. I call them transferable skills. Transferable skills mean you can have one skill in one part of your life and then we can move it there. So for you, you have a routine, school has a routine. So if you can stick to your routine with your hamster, we can stick to a routine at school. You've asked questions from the guy at the shop to get advice. You need to ask your teacher how to get advice. And you practice. So just want you to remember transferable skills that you have and they'll help you in life. How do you feel now you've done this island and seen how good you are at things?
Good.
I hope so. Do you feel better than you were when you came in?
Yeah, it's good to see that I can do that stuff.
Brilliant. I've observed as well, as you sat there, you've come a bit more over me, you smiled at me a few times. So I want to thank you for your time today and I'll see you in 1 week's time. Cheers, Jane.